Hey guys, how is everybody today? I'm going to give it a couple seconds or so and let some people have time to get in because I didn't announce it or anything really. So, hey Melanie, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I'm so excited. I found out last night that YouTube had changed the rules for having a community tab, and I now qualify for it. Hey, Lori, how are you? Hey, 50 Shades of Blonde. Good morning, Capri. How is everybody this morning? Y'all, I'm now qualified to have a community tab, so I'm just waiting on YouTube to activate my community tab. I'm so excited, and it's because of all of you that made it possible. I'm good, Lori. I'm good. I just wanted to talk to everybody a little bit. Yes, Capri. Yay, community post. That's right. I'm so excited, guys. Um, when I started this, hey Mo, hey UC boss, how are you? Y'all, hey Jilly Bear. Yeah, Jilly Bear, I messaged them. I sent a tweet to YouTube to ask them how I activate it, and they told me it takes about 5 to 7 days for them to verify your sub count number. So they told me that it should be one day this week that it should be activated. Guys, thank you so much for hitting that thumbs up. That means a lot to me. Okay, guys, I'm just going to go with the biggest elephant in the room first and just address it, okay? Um, if y'all were online this weekend, I'm sure that you realize there's an issue right now in our community. I just want everybody to know that Rose is my friend. She is my friend. Rose is welcome here. If Rose wants to come in and talk, all she has to do is come in and say she wants to talk to me either on the panel or she has my cell phone number. She can text me or call me. Rose, I love you. You are my friend. I'm sorry you're hurting right now. I am here for you. There are others here for you. All you've got to do, hey Veronica, how are you, girl? All you've got to do is reach out to one of us. We're here for you. I don't like to see my friends hurting. And Rose, I do. I love you, girl. You know that. And I'm here for you. Hey, Robin. I love you very, very much, Rose. And I would not throw you under the bus for anything in this world. You know how to reach me. And you know I'm here for you. I was not going to address this on a live at all because to me, hey Michelle, private stuff should stay private. But it was made public so much last night, and Rose is my friend. She's our friend, guys. She's our friend. She's the Rose that comes to us. That comes to us when we have an issue and brightens our day. She's the Rose that gives us the extra little push when we need encouragement. And we don't throw our friends away like that. Yes, 50 Shades of Blonde. I was sickened when I saw that too, because that, to me, that was a purposeful plot. Rose is a great friend, guys. Rose was there for me when I was being attacked, and I will be here for Rose. UC boss, Natasha's 2.0 channel was taken down during the night. That's all that I know. I haven't had a chance to talk to Natasha yet to find out why, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I mean, I don't know why YouTube took it down, but guys, she got flashed like 3 times Saturday night. 3 times, at least 3 times, maybe 4. Yes, the 2.0 channel is down. It's gone. And there are already videos being made celebrating the fact that her 2.0 channel is gone. Guys, let's just talk serious for a minute, okay? Beth, I think that's exactly what got her channel taken down. Guys, this is oh, Lori, I'm so sorry you're coming in at a time like this, girl. Just hang with us. No, I'm just saying, guys, this is serious, okay? Guys, this mess has to stop. Someone is going to get physically hurt over this. Someone is going to get hurt. Guys, please stop it. Like our friend Tia Dash was saying Saturday, please just stop. It's not worth somebody getting physically injured or worse over this, guys. This is YouTube. This is not, there's no reason to ever go real life. None. You can exit off at the top. You don't have to watch someone. You don't have to. Just stop it. If you don't like somebody, don't watch them. You don't have to. I will tell you exactly what I told Natasha Saturday night, in fact, and I think I told her again yesterday. There's a person on Natasha's channel that I do not like, and I make no bones about it. I do not like this person. Natasha has made amends with them. That doesn't mean that I made amends with them. I do not like this person. But I told Natasha I'm mature enough that I can exit off when that person is on her panel. I can leave. I don't have to listen. I can go find Capri. Yeah, right, girl. I can go find someone else to watch if that person is on her panel. I was accidentally on the panel with this person Saturday. Veronica, her other channels are okay. Her other channels are okay. Michelle, is it okay with you if I give you a wrench? A wrench. Listen to me, guys. You know I'm Southern, right? If I give you a wrench, in case you are in here and I need extra help modding, is that okay, Michelle? Because sometimes it's just Mo. Thank you so much, girl. I appreciate that. Sometimes it's hard when it's just like Marie. Listen, I mean, I added Capri and Mo together. When it's just Mo and Capri, if we're talking about, there's a lot of people gets in here, it gets a little crazy sometimes. So I appreciate that. Hey, Kelly Crime Time. Thank you so much. You see, boss. Yeah, that person, and I make no bones about it, guys. I make no bones about it. I tell Natasha how I feel. But yeah, you can go. What I'm trying to say, you can leave. No one is forcing anyone to watch anything, nothing that I create. I tell the mods and the people that I'm the closest to on this channel, if I'm ever showing something that you don't like, please do not think that you have to. You see, boss, I'm in Tennessee. I'm in West Tennessee. And I tell the mod all the time, if it's something that I'm showing you don't like, please just tell me you've got to go for a little while or something, or you don't even have to tell me anything. Just say I'll be back. Exactly, Michelle. It should not be to where there's like a line drawn in the sand and don't you dare cross that line. You should not be messaging people telling them, you can talk to this person, but don't talk to this person or don't talk to this person. No, we're all adults. Just because you have an issue with someone, that doesn't mean it's my issue. And I never want to make the people who watch me feel like that. I had rather close my channel down tonight than to make people feel like that. My issue with someone is not your issue. Now, I have people that message me and talk to me that tell me all the time, I have your back, I have your back. And I'm very, very grateful for that. But my issues with someone, uh, hey, Anne Marie, how are you? Is not everyone else's issues. Just because I don't want to listen to someone doesn't mean you might not want to listen to someone. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, the person that I don't particularly like, I know that Capri does like listening to sometimes. But do I tell Capri, I don't want you going into that channel. You're a mod for me. No, I don't, because Capri is a mature adult. Capri, I trust, that would never say anything ugly about me. Yeah, Michelle. I won't end a friendship with Rose over this. No, ma'am. Rose still has a ranch on this channel. Rose is still my mod. I will not take Rose's ranch unless Rose comes to me and tells me she wants it taken. I will not take it. Michelle? Capri, you're funny, girl. Michelle, there's my email. If you don't mind, just shoot me an email so I'll know how to email you. If you don't mind, you can do it now or later or whatever. It doesn't matter. But no, guys. Here's the thing: we can all go where we want to and pick what parts of YouTube. Thank you so much, Michelle. Pick what parts of YouTube that we like, what we dislike, and pick it or leave it. Oh, that's right, Michelle. We are on Facebook. Yes. This is everyone's channel. Everyone is welcome here. Everyone is. Everyone. Oh, Capri, thank you so much. Okay, thank you, Michelle. Girl, I forgot that we were on Facebook together. I could have sent you a message that I was going to do that, because I've been thinking about it all weekend, that when I went live again, if you were in here, I was going to ask you, because sometimes, it's just nice to have extra mods. Look, guys. Hey, the cat, how are you? Guys, the first time that I needed a mod, because I went live several times, I didn't have a mod. I didn't even know how to mod anybody. Nobody, I maybe had 3 or 4 people at a time listening to me. I didn't need a mod. I didn't think. And then one day I got swarmed and I got attacked. And literally, I did not know how to mod anyone. I didn't know how to do it. And Rose was texting me, give me a wrench, give me a wrench. You're going to need help. Give me a wrench. Hey, Christina, how are you, girl? And so Mo, excuse me, that day, that day, Capri and Rose were in my channel, and so I gave them a wrench. Rose taught me through by phone how to give someone a wrench, and I gave them a wrench. And Jess Carey is still a mod here. I'm saving her place for her in case she ever wants to come in with us again. I don't know if she's busy or what. What right now? Yes, Mo. Rose even taught Mo how to be a mod. When I made Mo a mod, Mo didn't know how to do it, and Rose taught her how to do it. And guys, I just want us to all remember at the end of the day, for at least right now, until we have more physical evidence of what is happening, Rose is still our friend. Hey, Tia, Rose is still our friend. Rose is our friend that we cut up with on Friday. Rose is still our friend that we laughed with Saturday morning. Rose is still our friend that goes into my channel on Facebook and posts stuff for me. Rose is still that friend. Rose knows that I'm trying to learn how to grow this channel. And Rose is still that person that goes in there and posts stuff for me in my Facebook group that I don't think to post in time. And if she sees it and thinks it needs to be posted, she posts it there. Rose is still that person to me, and I will not turn my back on her. So, Rose, if you want to call me today, you can call me. I will listen to you. Just please reach out to somebody. Please. Guys, Rose has changed her name on YouTube. I'm sorry, guys. I try to hold myself together better than this. Hey, Just Me, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Rose is still the same Rose to me that she was Saturday morning or Friday morning when she posted on my channel in YouTube. I mean in Facebook. She's still that person to me. And I want to talk to her. I want to hear her. I was getting messages last night that I was part of throwing Rose under the bus. No, I was not. You can ask Natasha. I was texting Natasha last night, trying to orchestrate the two of them talking. I was trying to figure out how to get them two to talk. And I'm still willing to do that. I told Rose I would go on panel with her in Natasha's group if she wanted to go on panel and talk. And I will. I will take the darts for her. Kelly Crime Time, I hope that she will too. Oh, Christina, I know and guys, it is a mess. And Rose knows my heart. She told me yesterday that she knew that I was there for her, and she was thankful that I was being a true friend. She was, I think she was a little worried how I might respond, but she quickly realized that I am the same case that talked to her on Friday. My heart did not change. Am I concerned for her? Yes, I'm concerned for her. I won't deny that. I am concerned for her. But I hear my friends out. And if there is an issue that needs to be addressed, I help my friends address those issues. Now, does that mean I want everybody in the world emailing me or texting me their side of it and how they think I should handle something? No. Now, the people that do tell me that, that have told me that so far that I've talked to today, I'm perfectly fine with that. They are my friends too. I listen to them. They're my confidants. But I don't need someone who won't even answer a message from me last week, that wouldn't answer a message from me last week. And telling me how I should feel about something that happened this weekend. Oh, just me. It's going to be okay, girl. I promise you it's going to be okay. It's just, look, guys, and I have a thumbs down trying to talk about this. Hater, you can go find something else to do. You're not going to run me off of YouTube. You're not going to, because guess what? There are 586 people who thought enough of me to subscribe to me. Is that a huge following compared to others? No, but that's my 586 subscribers that I am very proud of. I show my husband at least once a week my back office to YouTube and show him how many people subscribe to my channel. 586, and I am very proud of them. And I will support and back each and every one of them. They are my friends. Am I close to them as I am to others? No. But I will still have their back. Yeah, that's right, Mo. We're just going to say that one person hit the wrong button. Their finger slipped. They were confused. Oh, hey, WebMD Samantha. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Now, guys, that's all I think we really need to say about that situation, because Rose knows. I've texted Rose. Rose knows. And I will be here for Rose. If Rose feels comfortable coming right here. Yes, Kelly Crime Time, I heard that. And I actually tweeted to YouTube last night to ask how to activate it. And they said it could take 7 days for them to verify my sub count. And I'll get the community tab. Guys, I'm so excited. There's been so many times I wanted to post about a live that I was thinking of doing to get other people's opinions, and I didn't have a way to do it. And I'm so, so excited. Okay, guys, let's talk about, if you don't mind, let's talk a little bit about Gabby's case and the things that happened this weekend. Something hit me this weekend, guys, and I was thinking about it. Okay, oh, thank you, the cat. I appreciate that. We've all been wondering how Roberta knew exactly where to go to get the Mustang to bring it home. Okay? I wondered it. I said it on this channel. How did she know exactly where to go to? Guys, Ford has a thing called the Ford app that you can put on your smartphone for Android. Oh, Rita, I hope so too. Oh, Rita, you have to look in my about section on my page. I did get a post office box. My husband went and got it for me last week. Guys, okay, before we talk about that, I wanted to tell y'all about about what happened last week, why I couldn't go live as much. Last Sunday morning, I woke up and my back was hurting. I thought I had hurt my back some way, and I didn't even go to church because my back was hurting so bad. And I was on the heating pad and taking pain medication. Well, Sunday night, I realized what the issue was. I passed a kidney stone. So I went to the doctor on Monday morning, got some antibiotics, and I already had a strainer at home because I have a history of kidney stones. So I keep a strainer at home. And so then I started feeling a little bit better on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then Thursday, it hit me again. I passed another kidney stone. So I actually went back to the doctor this morning, and she rechecked my urine. My urine actually looked worse than it did last Monday. So she changed my antibiotics, and she's sending it for a culture to make sure that she's put me on the correct antibiotic. So that's why I wasn't live very much last week. And plus, I was trying to see too how things in Gabby's case went. You know what I mean? I was trying, because I didn't want to come live and say something, and then in 2 hours later, it's that's changed or no longer the situation. So, but okay, guys, about Roberta and the Mustang. My car is a 2019 Ford Escape. I have oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. I have I have an app on my phone. When you buy a car like that, they tell you how to download the app and everything. You can find out. Oh, thank you, Christina. I appreciate that. I believe in the power of prayer. I prayed about this situation we talked about earlier last night and this morning. I believe in prayer. But guys, you can download this app on your smartphone and you can tell where your car is parked at by just turning on the app. You can, guys. I tested it. Oh, I tested it with my own car. My son drove my car to a friend's house, and I was messing with him. And so I pulled up my app, and I found out where he was at. And I texted him, and I said, "Why is my car at?" And I typed in the address. And he said, "Mom, how did you know where I'm at?" And I started laughing, and I said, "Son, the Ford app tells you everything. The Ford app tells you how much gas you have in your car, when your next oil change is due. I can start my car from inside the house with my app on my phone." So I'm trying to give Roberta the benefit of the doubt on that one, that maybe she had the app on her phone or her husband's phone, and that's how they found out where the car was parked at. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a possibility? Because that Mustang is a newer Mustang. My son has a 2000, I think his truck is a 2018 model. He has a Ford F-150. It has the app on it. So I'm just trying to figure out if that's how she could have found out where the car is parked at. Was parked at. Hey, my sweetheart. Thank you so much for being here. Do you guys think that's a possibility? That that's how she found out where the car was parked at? I mean, it does make sense. And I'm going to talk to Natasha about this. I was giving her time to take care of her doctor's appointment and everything. But I'm going to talk to Natasha about it and see. Does anyone know what year that Mustang is? Or he could have told her that's where he was going to be at. I don't, because what made me think, because he had told them, the way I understand it, he was going to the other side of the reserve. He had told her he was going to the other side of the reserve, but she found it on the north side of the reserve. Guys, technology is very, very smart. And the Ford dealership told me when I bought my car, because I bought it brand new, and they told me that Ford did this for one reason, to help in the unfortunate event that the vehicle was stolen, that it would help the police. Yeah, it could help the police find your vehicle if it's stolen. I actually get a discount on my car insurance because that option is available. And I have it activated. I had to go and show my insurance agent that I had it activated, as proof. But guys, I start my car with my app because you earn points for like oil changes and stuff like that. Guys, give me just a second, okay? Just a second. I got a phone call that I've got to take. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. No, Mo, you don't pay anything for it. Um, it's totally free. There was no additional cost to have that option available, and I actually earn points every time I activate the app. I earn points toward like oil changes and stuff like that, or anything that I want to buy in the service department at the dealership. And you can also, I mean, if you earn up enough points and you want to trade your vehicle, they can also use the points toward a discount on the vehicle if you have enough points built up to make a difference. And my husband has the app also on his phone. Hey, Bama Missy White, how are you, girl? My husband has the app on his phone as well, and no, it does not require a monthly subscription. It was a free app. My husband has the app on his phone for the same vehicle. He earns separate points than I do. My husband's vehicle is a little older, so he doesn't have the app won't work on his vehicle, but my husband uses his points to get his truck serviced. My husband's vehicle is a 2009 model. So he is an F-150. So yes, we have 21 thumbs up, guys. That makes me so happy. Also, I wanted to talk about, if it's okay with you guys, everything that's going on with the protesters at the laundry house. Okay? Just me thinking out loud. Please don't get upset at me or come for me. But at this point, that's getting a little ridiculous. Those people. Yes, Brian did say he was going to the other side of the reserve, but they found the vehicle at the north side of the reserve. So, oh, Michelle, you're fine, girl. You can even wait and send me that. You don't have to do that right now, but the protesting on that street is getting ridiculous. First of all, it was shown in a live and talked about. Exactly, Christina. It was talked about that one of the neighbors tried to run over two YouTube creators yesterday, and the police were called. Okay, I'm just going to say it, okay? I'm just going to say it. You have no right to walk up to somebody's door, to walk up to their vehicles and leave anything on the vehicles or on the door. No right at all. None. Yeah, if you want to protest somebody, go protest the law enforcement department and see if you can get some changes going there. But you have no right to walk up to somebody's home, their safe place. When you walk into your house, that is your safe territory. That is where you're supposed to feel the most protection in your life. Like right now, I'm happy. I'm safe. My doors are locked. No one comes into my house unless I invite them in. And you have no right. So what if Molly Golightly went and made 100 pictures and had them laminated and all of that? I'm proud of you for wasting your money. But she had no right to put those on their vehicles because Molly, girl, you know that I watch you sometimes. I do. I'll tell y'all, I watch Molly because sometimes Molly says stuff that I'm thinking and I'm too chicken to say. Yes, do not engage. That's the first rule of protesting. And but putting that picture on those vehicles. What if you had scratched those vehicles, Molly? What if you had done damage? The people have a Ring camera up now. What if you had, or are there mailboxes? Touching a mailbox without authorization, I believe, is a federal crime. Our mailbox got teenagers hit our mailbox with a bat one time, and the dad brought the kid back to our house and made him confess to us that he had hit our mailbox with a bat. And the dad notified the police that his son was involved with it. We didn't even have to. The police officer asked my husband if we wanted to press charges. And my husband said no. He said, I do not want to press charges. I just want our mailbox repaired. And the dad handed my husband the money to go buy the mailbox of our choice to replace it with. And we were fine with that. The young man learned his lesson because he had to talk to the police. But the police told him, at least here the police told him, that if we had wanted to press charges, that the federal government would have taken it up. Because that's a federal entity that deals with the mailboxes. So they're messing with Yep. I know, JB. I'm not the parent of the most hated man in America right now. I get that. Are his parents doing right? No, they're not. But guys, we also have to remember his parents were not at the campground that day. They were not at the campground that day that Gabby was murdered either. Now, I would like to think if my son came home, left on a trip with his girlfriend and came home without her, that I would turn him in, that I would take him to the police department and say, you're going to tell them what you know. But guys, honestly, we don't know how we would respond until we're in that situation. You don't know. Jack, you're exactly right. Many creators don't have feelings, or they don't show their feelings. And but it's just going onto someone's property without permission is a good way to end up in jail. Molly, please be careful doing what you're doing. Please. You're doing things like that is giving the rest of the creators a bad name. You're giving the rest of us a bad name. YouTube creators around the world are being looked at by your actions. Also, Molly, I've thought about this one too. Why call another creator the B word on a live stream? Why? If you have an issue with her, address it with her. That's true, Robin. We don't know what they've told the FBI. Guys, his parents could be cooperating with the FBI 100%. They don't owe the public anything. They don't owe Molly Golightly it to Molly Golightly to come out to the driveway and talk to the press. They don't owe them that. There'll be plenty of time for people to hear what their point of things. Eventually they will sit down with someone. And while I'm talking about that, there is someone that keeps emailing me trying to convince me. Oh, exactly, JB. Exactly. I hope she has an attorney. Exactly. No, that's not the reason that the channel was taken down. No, Jack, that's not the reason. No. Mm-mm. Someone flashed her 4 or 5 times Saturday night. 4 or 5 times. She could not even have a live just with her friends just talking because people wanted to show their little weenie. Jack, with all due respect, please don't put down another creator. Hey, Alma, please don't put down another creator here, okay? Please don't. I appreciate you being here, but I kindly ask everyone not to disrespect another creator. Exactly, Mo. That's what I'm trying to say. To me, it would be best if everyone just walked away from their house. Jack, if that's the way you feel, I'm sorry to see you go. Uh, I'm sorry to see you go, but I will not talk. I will not have other creators talked about like that. Mm-mm. You can talk about as long as you're trying to keep it respectful, Alma. I don't mind that. We can discuss the things that they have done wrong because they have, in my eyes, they have done some things wrong. Go for it, Alma. I mean, just please don't use dirty cuss words, okay? I'm trying hard not to have cuss words on this channel out of respect for everyone. Um, Alma, okay. I might let it pass with you, Alma, if you will say STFU one time for me. Okay? If you will say it one time for me, I might let it pass with you. No. Uh you only Capri can use the dirty words. I'm joking, guys. As long as you try to keep Yay, Alma. But yes, guys, his parents have made mistakes. If they really helped Brian clean that van up when he got back from when he got home on the first, I'm side eyeing them. But guys, what? Hey, Sharon Ann, what do you think the possibility? No, you're fine, Alma. I don't mind if one slips out every once in a while. I really don't. But what do you guys think about at this point if they backed away from the laundry house and maybe protested from a distance and just see what happens? At least try it for 2 to 3 days. Capri, oh my God. Capri, am I going to have to put you in timeout? I'm joking, Capri. I won't put you in timeout. I let that one, you know what I mean? If maybe they just, yes, JB, he used her debit or credit card to get home for over $1,000. He did use her debit and credit card. And guys, this is a federal charge. This is a federal charge. Yes, her family is very torn up. I don't blame them. Honestly, I wish that Joseph Petito could find Brian before anyone. I do. I wish that Jim Schmidt could find Brian before anyone. Leave those two dads alone with him in a room for 5 minutes and then let the police have what's left. Exactly, Christina. Hey, Debbie Ann. Girl, I'm going to message you, Debbie Ann. I was sick last week, okay? I was sick last week, so I'm going to message you. I haven't forgotten. Yeah, or let the mamas get to him. That's right. Let the mamas get to him. And I admire her parents, all four of them, all four guys. I admire the step parents and the parents. I admire all four of them. They have came together to to handle this and to do the final arrangements for Gabby. They went to Wyoming together to pick up Gabby's remains. Guys, that I'm from KM, I'm from West Tennessee. They are showing all of us how co-parenting should be. Yeah. Yes, Robin Owens, that's what I was trying to say. Hey, Tattoos, how are you, girl? That's what I was trying to say. If they are pushing Brian's parents deeper into staying quiet. Guys, y'all may have heard this, and please forgive me if you have, but they rented a house together immediately after Gabby was found, so that their families could come together and mourn Gabby and talk about what needed to be talked about without any outside interruptions. No one knew where this house was at. But they did it, guys. And I only pray that if my children were if my husband and I had been divorced and remarried and something like this happened, I only pray that we could co-parent that way. My brother and his first wife, they did divorce, and they could not co-parent like that. My brother's new wife could not stand his ex-wife. She made it known. She made it known to their children that she didn't like their mother. Whereas in my brother took her daughter in and raised her just like she was his daughter. And yeah. So co-parenting can work, guys. It can work. Guys, I want to ask you all a favor, if you don't mind. They are a very remarkable family. If you have any way to share this link on your social media platforms, or tell your other friends that are YouTubers about my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. I am going to work very, very hard to grow this channel. I've been reading on and studying on how to make pre-recorded videos and the editing and all of that. I'm thinking of doing some short videos that are pre-recorded to load up. I'm very excited about it. Bama Missy White, that's exactly right. They are awesome people. They are awesome, awesome people. And when those two dads stood up at her memorial service and said, and Joseph said that 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 Jim was not Gabby's stepdad, he was Gabby's bonus dad. That really hit home to me. They said that Gabby wanted them to all uh, buy a house and live in the same house. Oh, Robin, thank you so much. Guys, that's what I strive to do. I want to keep it caring and honest. And I want my friends to know in this channel and my supporters that if you have an issue that they can come here and and express those issues. Everyone's welcome here. Well, I say everyone. There are a couple people on the block list that are not welcome here. And I did go into my block list this weekend and look at it, and I made sure that the people that were on there were people that I truly wanted on there. And the people that are on the block list right now stay on the block list until they give me an adequate reason to remove them. Alma, my mother passed away in 2012. I'm still grieving my mother. My dad, guys, is 80 years old. Oh, he'll be 80 years old in November. My dad has a girlfriend, guys. And I have to admit, when I go into my dad's house and I see his girlfriend there, it gets to me. It gets to me. But I also realize my dad is happy. And oh, thank you guys so much. My mom was one of my very, very best friends. When my mom was able to get out of the house and go places with me, because guys, I'm a nurse and I was working at the hospital working 312s. When the days that I was off, my mother and I always went somewhere. We went to shopping. We go. We would go just out riding, sightseeing. I helped my mother with her baths, took her to get her hair done, whatever she wanted to do. And when my mother got sick and wasn't able to do anything anymore, and I still went shopping, I would catch myself buying two things and bringing it home, bring one home for my mother because I knew she would also like it. Then after my mom died and started going shopping again, it was tough, guys. I mean, I would pick up two things to buy, and my husband would have to remind me that mom wasn't there to accept the gift when I got home. The first couple of times he didn't say anything. He just let me buy it. And then those things that I ended up buying extra, I would give it Christmas gifts or birthday gifts or whatever to someone, that might like it. But oh, Michelle, I'm so sorry. I mean, guys, does it make me nervous that my 80-year-old father is about to leave tomorrow to go to East Tennessee to Pigeon Forge for 3 nights? Yes, it makes me nervous. But at the same time, my dad also knows, should he have trouble, all he's got to do is pull over on the side of the road and call me, and I'll be right there to get him. Alma, I'm not going to block you, girl. Never. Never, ever, ever would I block you. You've become an important member of our community. You've become a very important member of our community. Guys, I know you're a nice person. I know you are a nice person. Oh, AR, thank you so much. Guys, I was about to forget that. Friday night we had it planned, search and rescue K9 mom. Search and rescue K9 mom was going to be on here Friday night. Well, right when it was time to start, we had a code red come across our cell phones, the notification for my street. Oh, Debbie Ann, he'll call me several times before he ever gets there. And trust me, I'll be calling him too. I have his phone set up for hands free in his car. So that's, But yeah, so we moved it over to Tia LFT and Decipher podcast, and Tia was gracious enough to continue the interview for me, and we learned a lot of information. So, guys, if you missed it and want to listen to it, go to Decipher Podcast. And when I get my community tab, I'll load it up on my community tab. Tia's already told me that I'm fine to share that because she said that was basically my channel for the night. So I will share that on my community tab as soon as it is activated. Guys, LC Justice for Victims is sharing something about the Summer Wells reward is at $30,762. Guys, also, if you are familiar with Summer Wells' case, please share her information as much as you can. Please. Summer needs to be found. Summer went missing out of Rogersville, Tennessee. Rogersville, Tennessee is in East Tennessee, and I'm in West Tennessee. And so she's about 250 miles from my house or so, I guess, somewhere around in there. And she disappeared from Rogersville, Tennessee. She disappeared, I think, June the 15th. She was outside playing in the yard. Her mom thought she went in the house to be with her brothers and play. Mom went in to check on them, and Summer was nowhere to be found. Alma, he does deserve to have fun. He does. He does deserve to have fun. And I called and made his hotel reservation, so I know he's in a safe hotel. We go to Pigeon Forge a lot. Like, I mean, 3 to 4 times a year, a lot. So he deserves to have fun. He deserves to have companionship. And even though that I may not particularly care for the woman, Lisa, they're Alma, I'm not sure if you'll go see the Titanic. My dad actually enjoys just driving over the mountains and looking at the leaves. He based this trip on when the leaves are changing the colors. Y'all, my parents were married on Halloween, and that was always their anniversary trip, was to go to Pigeon Forge. Yes, Xavier Harrelson's remains were positively identified this weekend, guys. Yes, my dad is a nature man. He is. And you know, guys, my dad had a big influence on my children. We offered my children the opportunity to play baseball and things like that, and they did for 1 year. They did not like it. They told me they had rather be at the river fishing with my dad or working with my dad on the farm. So we let them make that decision. Now, when they got into high school, they wanted to be in ROTC. So, and my youngest was actually in our high school band. I don't think that Summer's case has gone totally cold. I think that the TBI and the FBI are working behind the scenes very closely to find Summer. Yeah, Tia, it is a good thing for my dad. It really is. I know the day is coming that my dad won't be able to travel like he is. And I want him to go. Um, I've told some of you, my husband was injured in a car accident earlier this year in April. He was rear ended, he was sitting completely still, and the girl hit him going 30 to 45 miles an hour without even hitting her brakes. My husband had his left arm on the steering wheel, and it tore his left rotator cuff, and he had to have surgery. So he was off work from April until oh, okay, Michelle, take your time, girl. He was off work from April until the 1st of September. So we didn't get to do it this year, but we're actually planning on taking my dad out west. He's been out west before on a 2-week road trip, and we're planning to do it again before he's not able to make that trip. So I'm praying that next year everybody stays healthy and we can go next year. Um, But guys, my dad is the type of person, he wants to take a small RV. He does not want to stay in a motel room every night. And I'm trying to convince him that the gas it would cost in an RV and things, that we could have a car, go and do anything that we want to. Oh, Christine, it's okay, girl. And do anything that we want to in a car and sleep in a nice motel every night. So I don't know. We're still debating that part of it. But yes, it would be a fun trip. And how many people get the opportunity to take a trip like that with their parent, especially when their parent is 80 years old? You know what I mean? And my dad, we've went on several road trips with my dad. We've always taken vacations with my parents. And especially since my mom passed away, we've been very cautious to take my dad on any trips with us that he wants to go on. My mom died in December 2012. July 2013, we took my dad from Tennessee to Key West, Florida on a road trip. We drove. We had my 2 sons and my brother's son and daughter. My nephew is 9 months older than my youngest son. So it was like 3 teenagers at a time. Hey, feisty redhead. And so we drove down, and it was so much fun because my husband and I took turns driving. My dad got to enjoy sightsee. You know, he said, you know, when we were growing up and we went on trips, he said I did all the driving. So I didn't really get to see firsthand a lot of stuff. And he said somebody else is driving, I get to look at everything. And so, you know, enjoy your family if you can at all. Enjoy your family, please. My dad and I share a driveway. He was over here. He was in here yesterday to see us. Um, Now his friend has, you know, cut back on how much I do get to go and see my dad because she's not always the nicest. And out of respect for my dad, I don't go in and say anything to her. Oh, good, good, Alma. I am proud of you. I really am proud of you. And Alma, I want to brag on you because I know your decision to leave a creator this year was probably very difficult for you. I'm proud of you. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. What happened? Oh, there. I clicked the button and I thought y'all disappeared. I'm very proud of you. I really am. Yeah, guys, leave that DNA on that thumbs up and that subscribe button. Good, Alma. Yay. See, guys, we realize I'm close to Jackson, you see, boss. I'm close to Jackson, Tennessee. I'm close to Jackson. Alma, the friends part hurt. The friends part does hurt. Leaving your friends does hurt. Um, you know, when the issue with Natasha and I happened earlier this year, or a few months ago. Um, it hurt me leaving some of just the time that I was gone, some of the subs in there that I had grown close to. That hurt. It did. It hurt. I miss them. But guys, I never told y'all how Natasha and I recon- reconciled our friendship. Something happened that I had found information about Gabby's case, and I wanted to make sure that Natasha saw it. Okay. And I texted Natasha with the information. I said, I realize that my name is probably not a name that you really want to see right now, but this is information that I found, and I want to share it with you in case you didn't see it. And she texts me back. She said, you silly woman, why would I not want to see your name? And I said, Natasha, I figured that you hated me. She said, I hate no one. And we started talking. And she asked me, she said, she said, would you come back into my chat, please? And I started going back into there. Natasha's been into my channel. But guys, that's what true friends do. True friends reach out to each other like that. We needed separation to let our hard feelings die down and then come back together. And I pray hard that this is what Rose needs. She needs separation, let the hard feelings die down, and then come back and explain her side of what happened. And I will say this, if there is anyone that's negatively influencing Rose's life right now, buy a boat and sail out to sea and leave her alone. Leave her alone. Don't hurt my friend. Alma, that woman will not apologize. That that woman will never apologize to anybody. She owes Natasha several apologies, and she will not do it. She won't. But sometimes it takes just a little while, little separation, guys, to let feelings die down and let you realize who your true friends are, and then you'll come back together. She is a narcissist. Hey, Witch Doc. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. You need space. You do. When there's a hurt like that, you need space. And then eventually, if it's meant to be, you will come back together. And you know what, guys? I'm going to tell you something. And I haven't talked about this publicly, but Rose told me that Natasha and I needed space and that it would be okay. Difference makes us grow as a person. Exactly. See, and I don't agree with that, guys. I don't agree with if I have an issue with someone, I'm not going to go to my subs and talk nasty about that person. That's not my nature. I wasn't raised like that. Guys, I didn't see a whole lot of arguing after I was adopted when I was growing up. I saw a whole lot of arguing before I was adopted. Before I was adopted, I lived in a hell home. I'm just going to tell you. Then when my aunt and uncle adopted me, I didn't see a lot of arguing. If my aunt and uncle had a disagreement, they literally waited until we were in bed to discuss it, or we were gone with a friend or something. They did not argue in front of us. So this trash talking and all of that, this is difficult for me. And my mom taught me when I got married, she really, really stressed it to me. Do not go to bed angry at your husband. You settle it before you close your eyes, because when you wake up in the morning, he could be gone. And she said, I do not want you to have that on your heart, that the last words you said to each other were out of anger. And that we've always tried to do that in our marriage. Have we always been able to do it? No, some disagreements we needed to sleep on before we settled. I'm just going to tell you. But I never saw them argue. In fact, one time when my mom was sick, and my mom was really, really a fidgety person when she was sick, guys. She was. She was very, very fidgety, and just sometimes it was very difficult to take care of her when she was at her sickest. And she got really ugly with my dad. And my dad didn't understand that it was just part of, oh, Pamela, thank you so much, that it was just part of her disease process. And so, I saw them argue more about little silly stuff than I ever saw my parents argue. And that was difficult. And I even told them one day, I said, you guys don't argue. What is going on? And then it hit me. My dad doesn't realize. Oh, okay, Alma. My dad doesn't realize. Just Carrie, looky there. Yay! Just Carrie, I am so excited to see you, girl. I told him just a little bit ago, Jess Carey's ranch is still here in case she ever wants to come back in. Hey, Teresa. But this arguing and stuff, I don't get it. I really do not get it. But I just ask everyone in this situation to please keep an open heart and an open mind. And if Rose comes around and wants to talk, that we're here for her. You see, boss, you're exactly right. Tasha has thousands and thousands of subs. Are there some people that she's closer to? Yes. Are there some people that get mad at her because she doesn't respond? I'm so glad you're here, Just Carrie. But are there some people that get mad at Natasha for not responding fast enough? Yes. And that's crazy. Guys, you can look at her counts and tell that she, it may take her a little while to get back to you. But just be patient with her. And guys, I'm going to tell you that I don't, like I said earlier, I don't always agree with everything Natasha says, but I'm mature enough to listen to her. You know what I mean? And I told Mo this morning, Natasha and I have been on the phone at 3 a.m. before talking because something happened and I didn't necessarily know how to handle it or even that I agreed with it. But Natasha heard me out. Teresa, you know what? When I first started listening to her, I was the same way. But then we just gradually started talking more and more and more. And guys, I went through and I haven't discussed this a whole lot. Natasha knows, but I went through a really hard time of depression there for a little while when I first started coming to YouTube. I was upset that I couldn't go to work. I was upset at a lot of things. And I didn't laugh a whole lot. Natasha made me laugh again. Even my husband will tell you that I'm a happier person since I found YouTube. I'm a happier person. And yes, Annie B, it would be a funny world if we all thought and felt the same. It sure would. And all these people trying to tell me, that try to tell me, you shouldn't feel this way. You shouldn't do this. Don't you dare talk to them. Hello. Do you pay my internet bill and my electricity bill? And did you buy my computer? If not, your opinion of who I talk to does not matter. Your opinion doesn't matter to me. I will listen to you if you have a legitimate subject to talk about, but don't expect me to automatically come to your side just because you tell me, well, such and such did such and such. Robin, I felt extremely alone. I felt extremely alone when I first came to YouTube. I did, guys. I felt horrible. I was mad because my doctor told me that I couldn't go back to work. I was mad because I couldn't get out and go and do things with my friends. I honestly thought when I got rid of the walker and the cane that I would get to go back to work. And when that didn't happen and the doctors told me that I couldn't, it hurt. It really, really hurt, and I was angry. And I didn't know what I was angry at. But Natasha made me laugh. I would literally wake my husband up at night that I was laughing so hard. And I was trying to be quiet laughing, but I would literally laugh so hard that I would wake him up. Oh, thank you guys so much. But Natasha made me realize through her live streams that it was okay. And I would text Natasha after a live and I would be like, thank you so much for making me laugh again. Thank you so much for making me feel like I'm part of a community again. Oh, Debbie, and don't cry, girl. You'll have me crying even more. Whew. But she made me feel like that I belong somewhere. And for anyone to try to make you feel bad for that, that's wrong of them. If they don't feel like they belong in Natasha's community, go find another community. There are millions and millions of channels on YouTube. You can find somewhere you belong. If you can't, you might belong in a counselor's office. I'm just saying. If no channels on YouTube make you feel like you belong and that you can, have a place there to express yourself, you might want to go see a counselor. Just saying. Just Carrie, that's funny. But also, guys, my foot went to sleep. I want to talk about something else, okay? These people that are attacking Natasha over her weight, stop it. Stop it. I'm a nurse. There are other nurses in here. There may be other physicians in here. I don't know. But I know from my education and my experience working in multiple healthcare facilities and taking care of multiple different like I've worked cardiac, I've worked endocrinology, I've worked OBGYN, I've worked different specialties, okay? Some people have a medical makes it harder for them to lose weight. And if Natasha's weight is the only thing that you have to complain about of her, then you don't have anything to complain about. And leave her children out of your mouth. Her daughter should not log into YouTube Yes, she is losing weight. I'm very proud of Natasha. I have encouraged her over that. But her daughter should not log into YouTube, Facebook, or anywhere and even see ugly comments made about them. Stop it. You're acting worse than a kindergartner or first grader. If you're going to make fun of somebody's weight, then maybe you need to go talk to a counselor because you've got an issue. If somebody's weight bothers you that bad, you need to go talk to somebody. It is terrible to attack Hannah. Hannah has what's turning out to be a successful YouTube channel. Very successful YouTube channel. She's scared to death to go live for fear she's going to be attacked. And guys, it's ridiculous. It's very, very ridiculous. Hey, Res Rose, it's okay. I love you too, girl. Okay, guys, I'm going to tell y'all something. And Mo and I have talked 3 times on the phone this morning, okay? I'm going to tell you something. Why the weight thing hits me extra, extra hard. My mom had a terrible, terrible time losing weight. My birth mother did as well. Little secret, I've had weight loss surgery. I had gastric sleeve done in 2017 because the doctor told me my blood pressure was so high that I was at an increased risk for having another major stroke within the next 3 to 5 years if I didn't address it. I tried multiple ways to lose weight and I couldn't do it. I was about 150 pounds overweight. Oh, it's okay, Capri. I understand, girl. And I made the decision with my husband and my family to go forward with a weight loss surgery. And I've gained about 15 pounds or so back during COVID that I plan to lose. So I know it's hard for people to lose weight. I know it is. And making the decision to go in and have weight loss surgery is scary. It is a very, very hard decision. I actually had to go see a counselor and have a mental evaluation done before I could have the weight loss surgery. My weight loss surgeon required that. And I lost a lot of weight really fast. At first, I lost too much weight. And that's right, witch doc medicine woman, you will get it off. You will. I gained more weight after I lost my mother. And we just decided that if that was a chance for me to improve my health, we would. My blood pressure was so high, guys. I was on 2 blood pressure medications to trying to get my blood pressure down. This morning, I went to see my doctor over my kidney issues and everything and to get rechecked. My blood pressure this morning. Hey, Sammy Smith. My blood pressure before I had this surgery was my blood pressure would run like 94, 95 on the bottom, and me on 2 blood pressure medications. After I had the surgery, this morning my blood pressure was 100/70 in the clinic. The nurse actually asked me if my blood pressure runs low, which it does. And so, yeah, people have health issues that keep them from losing weight. So stop going after someone over their appearance. Can you imagine how the world would be if we all looked the same? Sorry, but I don't want to look like everyone else. I'm proud of my heritage and my family history of what made me who I am. I'm proud of it. I'm not proud of the things I went through as a childhood, but I'm proud of my ancestors and what made me who I am today. Some of you new subscribers, you don't know. My biological father passed away when I was 5 years old. My mom moved in a live-in boyfriend within 6 months of my dad's death. He was physically, sexually, and verbally abusive to us. I had an older brother and a younger brother. He was physically, sexually, and verbally abusive. I was the one that caught the sexual part of it. My aunt and uncle, my biological father's sister and her husband found out what was going on and took myself and she wanted all three of us, but my younger brother felt sorry for my mother. He was like 6 at the time when she was going to get custody of us, and he wanted to stay with my mother. And so they got custody of me and my brother. Actually, my mother's paternal rights were severed. She signed a paper terminating her parental rights and giving them to my aunt and uncle. So they are my parents. I went to nursing school. Okay, Just Carrie, have a great day, sweetheart. I went to nursing school, and in 2011, she was diagnosed with colon cancer. My biological mother was. And she was, they nicked her colon doing a colonoscopy to get a biopsy. And she had to be cut from the belly button down. Hey, Catalina. She had to be cut from the belly button down, and she had an ileostomy and a colostomy. And they told us that she was either going to have to go in a nursing home or have home health at home to take care of her. And my brothers and I talked, and I wanted to take care of her. I wanted to. She didn't raise me, but I wanted to take care of her. I felt like it was God testing, giving me a test to see how I would respond. And I prayed about it, and I wanted to take care of her. So we brought her home, and I took care of her. But I had a lot of time to talk to her and find out why she made some of the decisions she made. What I left out, guys, was before she was diagnosed with cancer, the man that had she was married to the man that had been no, Catalina, no, my biological mother gave me up to my aunt and uncle. So no, she didn't raise me, but I wanted to be there for her. 2 wrongs do not make a right. I couldn't turn my back on her. So my stepdad was in prison for molesting my niece. My niece had came to me and told me that she was being abused. And I asked her by who. And she told me his name. And I'm a mandated reporter. Even if I had not been a mandated reporter, I would have turned his butt in. I don't regret it. So I went to the sheriff's department and filed a report. Her mother took her to the other county sheriff's department because it happened in 2 counties. He got sentenced. He pled guilty and got sentenced to 24 years in the Tennessee Department of Corrections to serve 100%. He died in prison. So when I had my birth mother at my house, I had an opportunity to ask her questions that I wouldn't have had an opportunity to ask her. Okay, Christine, thank you so much for being here. Catalina, that's a good idea, girl. But, we talked about a lot of things. And then when she got better, she went back to stay with my brother. She wanted to go spend time with him, which I understand that. She spent some time with me and my family. She wanted to go spend time with my brother. I respect that. But she called me one day and I know she wasn't feeling well. And she called me one day and she said, I'm at the clinic. It was a very, very small clinic. I knew exactly where she was at. And she said, can you come down here? And I said, I'm on my way. I said, what's going on? She said, I'm very sick. I'm very, very sick. And I got there and she told told the nurse practitioner that I was a nurse. And she said she needs to go to the hospital. Her blood pressure is really low. She needs to go to the hospital now. And I said, I can get her in the car and have her there before an ambulance can even get here, if that's okay with you. She said, that's fine with me. We went over what I would stop for and call up for an ambulance if certain things happened. So I took her to the hospital and they admitted her. And her oncologist came in to see her. And she said, the oncologist told me that he thought that the last round of chemo she took had just built up in her body and released it all one time, and that she was not going to make it, and wanted me to sign the DNR form. And I said, well, I want to talk to her first. So I went in and talked to her and asked her, and she said she did not want CPR. She shook her head no. So I signed the DNR form, and she died 2 days later, and I was there with her. I asked her if she wanted me to be with her, and she said yes. So, and I called my brother. He lives in East Tennessee, and I called him, and we talked to her on the phone, and we told her that, we realized that she couldn't give us the best life possible, so she gave us to someone who could. And we wanted her to leave this world knowing that we were not angry. We weren't. I spent a lot of years angry over it. But God healed my heart. I was not angry anymore. So, guys, I'm just telling you all this to tell you, you can be in the worst possible situation where you have every right to be angry, and God can heal that anger from you, and you can handle it with grace. You can handle it with dignity. You can handle it. God can give you the grace and the compassion to handle anything. In this YouTube stuff, He can even give you the grace and dignity to handle this. You know what I mean? You don't have to go in. Yes, you're exactly right, Catalina. Exactly right. Even after they're buried, I'm not as angry at the man who abused me when I was a child now. I'm angry that he abused my niece. You know what I mean? I'm angry that he abused my niece. I'm angry that my niece had to find out at 14 years old what having sex was. I'm angry that he did this to her. I'm angry that she felt like her family's life was in danger if she didn't participate. He told her he would kill her parents. I'm angry at that. Yes, God is wonderful, and forgiveness is for us. You don't forgive someone for them. You forgive someone for yourself. You forgive someone for your heart. Because, guys, at the end of this life, when I get to heaven, and I'm sorry if I'm upsetting you if you don't believe in heaven, but I do believe in heaven. When I get to heaven, I don't want God to look at me and say, you didn't handle something right. You didn't handle this right. You didn't do this right. Am I perfect? No, I'm not perfect. Oh my goodness, Catalina, that's terrible. Oh, But I don't want I don't want God to look at me and say I didn't do something right. Mm. And hey Tia, how are you, girl? Thank you so much for being here. But guys, I just want this mess to stop. I want the hurting to stop. I want it all to stop. We should be able to come into either this chat, Natasha's chat, Tia's chat, any channel, and just sit down and talk about everything. Put it all out on the table. To put it all out on the table. Oh, Tia, it's been a great life. But Robin, you're exactly right. Forgiveness is for yourself, and you can forgive someone and keep them at a distance. Feisty, you're exactly right. You can forgive someone and keep them at a distance. My niece and I have had a terrible misunderstanding. I love her, but I keep her at a distance. I love her, but I keep her at a distance. Um, Catalina, no, sweetheart, I don't. I don't think heaven is another planet in space. I think heaven is a true place, is a city of gold. I think it is a true place that when yes, I'm going to share that on my new community tab to you just as soon as it is activated. I believe that heaven is a city of gold. It has many mansions that God has prepared for us. And if you've given your heart to God and became a Christian, I believe that He's going to call us all home someday. That's just my belief. Please forgive me if other people do not believe that. Please forgive me, but that's the way that I believe. My father-in-law is a pastor. My husband is a youth minister. I believe this with all of my heart. We teach our youth this on Wednesday nights. And Catalina, it is a paradise city. It is. And I believe the minute that you pass away, your soul goes to heaven. I believe that with all of my heart. The minute you take your last breath, you take on this earth, you take your next breath in heaven with a brand new body. That's the way that I believe, guys. That's my belief. I only tell y'all a little joke, okay? Because my husband and I, we can laugh about things. My husband went camping this weekend with like 5 little boys from our church. Well, they call it camping. No. Tia, you've got it just fine. You've got it just fine, girl. You were that live was just fine. Catalina, I don't necessarily believe that. So I don't understand why people say that. I don't believe that I just don't believe you come back as someone else. I don't believe that. Now, can you have characteristics of someone else, that of a family member? Yes, I believe that you can. But I don't believe you come back as someone else. No. I don't believe that. I don't. But my husband went camping this weekend. He and one of the deacons from our church, and they went camping with like 5 or 6 youth from our church. They stayed in a cabin, but it was a big weekend retreat for the Southern Baptist Association. And every morning, Saturday morning and Sunday morning, a man actually played the trumpet to wake them up. That was their alarm clock. They played trumpets to wake them up. And I laughed and told my husband, I said, look, playing a trumpet to wake someone up is not funny to a Baptist. Because that trumpet sounds and you don't go somewhere, you may think, did I not make it to heaven? That's what I think of when a trumpet sounding like that. Because the Bible talks about this trumpet's going to sound and God's going to call us home. That's not funny to a Southern Baptist. You don't play a trumpet. But yeah, it was fun for them to go camping and to have that time together. Another youth committee member and I are planning a trip for the girls. Tia, I just added it, girl. I just added it. You added me on yours, so I thought I'll just give you that right. If somebody's saying something when you're in here and you don't like it, you can just delete it now. You're welcome, Tia. Girl, I was so honored when you did that to me. Okay. You're welcome, Tia. You're so welcome, girl. And listen, I don't expect you to be in here every time that I go live. I don't want you to think that at all. If you're available and you want to come in and listen, you come in and listen. And if you just want to be a listener that day and not a mod, you can just be a listener. You just do with that tool, with that wrench, whatever you want to, girl. I trust you. Look, we've thought about guys putting a suit of clothes in my pastor's office in a chairs that he has to sit sit by his desk for people that come in and talk to him to sit down. We've thought about putting Catalina, you can honestly have as many mods as you want to. Oh, Tia. Girl, you're gonna make me cry again. Yeah, Tia, you can say STFU if you want to. You have the right to. But we've thought about putting a suit of clothes in a chair in our pastor's office as a joke to him. So he can walk in and he'll think, wait a minute. The end of Thomas came and I didn't make it. When my mom passed away 2 days before her birthday, guys. Oh, Catalina, Tia's earned it, though. Tia's earned it. Everyone that's in here that's a mod for me has earned that right. Tia, they have earned it. These are people that I've thought about modding for a while. I don't just do it. I think it over. How long have I known Tia? Oh my gosh, months. She's been coming in Natasha's channel for months. And Capri and Mo and Rose, I met when I first started going into Natasha's channel. So I've been going into her channel since like February or April, like March, I guess. Yes, you can say it one time, Debbie Ann. You can say it. Go for it. Is Tia real? Tia is very real. Tia has her own channel. Mo, do you have her channel? Have I FaceTime with everyone in this chat? I have emailed with Capri. I have emailed with Debbie Ann. I've emailed with Mo. I'm Facebook friends with Tia. Yeah, I know. I don't give wrenches to people that I don't yeah. I have FaceTime with Tia. Email does count, especially if they're in another country. Catalina, email does count. Please respect, Catalina, I'm asking nicely. Please respect please respect who I choose to make mods and don't make an issue over it. Please. There's Tia's Catalina, yes, I FaceTime Mo. I've been on the phone with Mo 3 times this morning. I'm not scared to answer a question, Catalina. I've been on the phone with Mo 3 times this morning. I talked to Mo before I walked into my doctor's office. I talked to Mo as soon as I got out of my doctor's office. Debbie Ann, I have Facebook friends with her, and we are going to talk on the phone when I get off of this live. Catalina, I'm going to say this as nicely as I know how, okay? You can be respectful or you can be escorted out, okay? I'm being as nice as I know how to be. Be respectful or we're going to have to escort you out. Yeah, I'm trying to have, no, I have not with Witch Doc, okay? Okay, Catalina can go now. Thank you. Thank you, Tia. I don't have to explain to everyone my personal friendships with my mods and my subs. Yay, Tia! I don't have to explain to anyone. Witch Doc, do you seriously know who that is? If you do, would you please email me? Oh, it's okay. There's my email address. If you don't mind, please email me if you know who that is. I'm curious to know. Yeah, watch out, guys. She may come back. Oh, another thing I want to address because Nikki MYOB or MYOB or whatever your name is. Okay, girl. I'm going to address you because you have rubbed me the wrong way. Okay? When Gabby first went missing, Nikki emailed me telling me that she wanted to give me some information on Gabby's case. And I was like, I'll take information wherever it comes from. Then she starts trying to fill my head full of this stuff that she's friends with the family. Well, Nikki NYOB, I know you also claim this same thing with Chris Watts' case, okay? No one's buying your bull. So Nikki kept telling me that when Christopher and Roberta Laundrie got ready to talk, or Gabby's parents got ready to talk, that they were going to let her help them decide on a YouTube creator to come to. And as long as I kind of played by the rules, that I would be on the top list. Okay. So, yeah, I don't think so. But anyway, Nikki has been blocked from commenting on this channel because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of her. She emailed me this weekend to tell me that she didn't like the way that certain things were being talked about, even in other channels. I said, first of all, I can't help the way that things are talked about in other channels. That's not my business, not my monkey, not my circus. I don't do that type of bull. So she messaged me She emailed me on Saturday to tell me that she realized I had blocked her phone number. She thought I had blocked her phone number, and that and that I would be that I would not be getting the interview with Chris and Roberta. And I told her where she could take the alleged interview and stick it. I was already ticked off at things that were happening on YouTube, and I don't believe her. I don't believe her. I don't. I don't believe a word she says. So, Nikki, please don't email me anymore with your lies. If Chris and Roberta Laundrie or the Petito Schmidt family are going to talk to anyone, it's not going to be a YouTube creator with 500 subs. It's not going to be a YouTube creator. It's going to be national media. Hey, protest. Thank you so much for being here. It's going to be a national media that will most likely pay for the interview. And then we will get to hear that interview and then we can make videos from it. But they're not going to come to me. I have no credentials to interview someone like that. I wouldn't want to interview someone like that. That's just me. I don't feel adequate enough to interview someone that has been through a trauma like they have. I don't have the training to do it. I know what my limits are, guys. I don't have that training or that experience. So, Nikki, if you're such good friends with Roberta and Christopher Laundrie, won't you get them to tell where their son is if they know? Oh, Tia, thank you so much. I appreciate that. But I wouldn't even attempt that type of an interview. I wouldn't. Now I might sit beside someone else that's interviewing them and take notes. But I would not attempt that type of interview, especially one that other people are going to want information from like that. Mm-mm. But back again, guys, talk about it a little bit more about the driveway and the protesting and all of that. At this point, that's not working. Stop putting stuff on their cars. Stop putting stuff on their house, because do you realize to get to their cars, to get to their door, you're trespassing. And personally, if you were doing that at my house, I would have you arrested. Your home is your safe place. The one place you can go to that nobody's supposed to be able to get to you and bother you at. Hi, Fly High. And I hope I'm not offending anyone. Hey, Grandma. I hope I'm not offending anyone with the way I feel about that. But come on, guys. Filming the guy mowing his yard? Are you kidding me? My husband mowed our yard on Thursday. I didn't see a camera crew outside videotaping it or running around our yard trying to get the best view or the best angle. I asked him when he came in the house if there was I asked him when he came inside if there was a camera crew running around our yard, and he kind of laughed at me. He didn't really know what I was talking about at first, and I told him. I mean, stop it. Yeah, they have taken it too far. I did hear yesterday that the cops asked for the bullhorn to be put up. The bullhorn needs to put up. There are families that live on that street, guys. There are families that live there. There are children on that street. Their lives have been turned upside down over this mess. Grandma, you're okay. You're okay if you misspell words. Look, that's perfectly fine. I misspell words. You're just fine. Tia, that's exactly right. Let the FBI do their jobs. Mo, that's right. If they take a step back and just see, if you take the step back and you take the heat off of him a little bit, he may come out. It's worth a try because being there like this is not helping anyone. And I want to say something else too, okay? The guy that went out to the condo complex yesterday and claims that, well, the woman said that she saw Brian Laundrie hiding or something. I don't know. I really don't know what the deal is there, but come on. Stop going to places those people don't even own anymore. You're just trying to make a name for yourself over this case. Stop it. Grandma, that will never happen in this chat. I promise you that. No, this is a bully free zone. We don't bully people here. We don't laugh at people here. We don't do that. You are welcome here and you're welcome to participate at the level that you can that you can. If you need to get something across, Grandma, you have friends here. Yes, Tia, you're exactly right. That is speculation that they are involved in this. They didn't ask for any of this. They didn't ask for any of this no more than the Ruseks asked for Shanann to be murdered. They didn't ask for any of this no more than the Watts family asked for Chris to murder Shanann. We need to remember that. Until there are charges brought against his parents, if and there are charges brought, they didn't ask for any of this. And it's terrible. Grandma, that will not happen here, okay? That will not happen here. I promise you that. I know it hurts your face. Grandma, I had a stroke 10 years ago. And it took me a long time to learn to talk and walk and everything again. And when I first came to YouTube, I got laughed at for the way that I talk, the way that I pronounce some words. So I understand that it hurts your feelings, Grandma. That will not happen here. I promise you that. My mods know that that's not allowed here at all. Hey, Simply Amy, that's not allowed here at all. If anyone even thinks about making fun of someone, they're to be booted immediately. I don't do that. Simply Amy, I called you Simply Ann. I'm sorry. Oh, Grandma, thank you so much. Guys, I had to go through physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. I had to learn it all over again. Yes, Grandma, we love you. You have friends right here, Grandma, and I'm going to try to start going live at least for a little while every single day. So you have a community to come to right here, okay? Right here. Guys, what are y'all talking about? Is there someone? I thought I had saw you before, Grandma, in Natasha's group. Is there someone in the laundry neighborhood that has cancer? I think I missed that. I'm a cancer survivor. Oh no, Jilly Bear, that's terrible, guys. I'm a cancer survivor, and I can't imagine trying to recover to battle cancer. And I was unaware too, Tia. That just makes you heard that Brian's mom has cancer, Robin? Grandma, you have lots of company right here. There are 32 people sitting in your living room with you right now talking to you. Guys, that's just awful. What I don't understand is what makes them think they have the right to go and cause this much trouble for that neighborhood. I don't get it. And they're messing up their yards. Grandma, look, right here is my email address. Right there's my email. Yeah. Mo typed it up too. Right there's my email address, Grandma. Tia's Decipher podcast, Grandma. You would be just fine there too. Mo, will you drop her link again so that Grandma can see it? Um, you will be safe there too, Grandma. They don't allow that in their channel either. You email me, Grandma, and we will talk, okay? Um, oh yeah, well, are you comfortable putting it in chat, Grandma? Are you comfortable putting your email in chat? Grandma, right there is Tia and LFT's Decipher podcast. Click on that link and subscribe to their channel. So when they go live or load up content, you'll have another channel to watch too. You'll be safe there, Grandma. I go there. A lot of us go there. You'll be safe there. Tia, you weren't in here, so I'm going to talk about this again. You know, we have all wondered, or at least I have, how Roberta knew. Hey, Brandy. Oh, girl, I'm so sorry. I've been praying for you. I am so sorry you went through so much. Tia and LFT have a very great channel. Okay, Tia. You know, we've all been wondering how Roberta knew exactly. I mean, for MS, it's been a journey. It is a journey. You know, we've been wondering how Roberta knew where to go to get the Mustang. Ford has an app that you can put on your smartphone and pull up and tell exactly where your car is parked at. Exactly, Jilly Bear. Exactly. Um, but there's an app, Tia, and I have it in my car. And I've tested it before. My son drove my car to a friend's house, and I just tested it to see if it would show me, yes, the sync app. And it tells you can tell how much gas your car's got in it, where it's parked at, the tire pressure, the oil, when the oil needs to be changed. I have it, I use it. And I think that Roberta may have had that on their phone. I think that they may have had that. No, Grandma, it's okay. You're just fine. But I think that they may have had that on their phone. Tia, I've thought that too, girl. I have thought that too. But you know, I'm trying to keep an open mind and everything. You know, it's just a trying to think about all the possibilities and everything. But these people who are trying to be armchair bounty hunters, they really need to stop. They really need to stop. You don't have the training, the experience, or anything to be out trying to hunt a fugitive down. You don't have the training. Do you realize if Brian Laundrie walked out and said boo to you, that you could not even hold him until the police got there? You may get killed in the process yourself. That's just my opinion. Don't come for me. Oh, Tia, thank you so much. That's right, Veronica. The neighbors are not responsible to be the conscious for the laundries. They're not. You have anxiety and you love to color your oldest son last month. $20 for the month. Oh, Grandma, I'm so sorry. Grandma, I'm so sorry that happened to you. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up pretty soon. You're welcome, Grandma. We love you here. You're welcome here, okay? I'm so sorry, Simply Amy. Yes, this is a safe place, and I will always keep it a safe place. I'd rather have 580 to 90 safe place subs than to have 5,000 and it be a crazy house. I'm starting my channel like this, and I'm going to keep it like this no matter how it grows, guys. I'm going to keep it a safe place. I'm going to. All right, guys, I love you all so, so much. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you guys again soon. Oh, you're so welcome. I appreciate you all so much. Bye, everybody.